definite, better beware. Down for the count, but I bounce back with a vengeance. I'm bad, no filler. Break records like Thriller. Top biller, they call me the Thriller from Manila. I'm boss, ain't something you wanna cross. I'm getting lost in my fate now, a superhero cause. You can set me on fire, you can't hurt me, I'm on. I'll be back in my stride, that's how we design. One thing I know, when no back is against that wall, you can bear, we'll be coming back, that's how we roll. We go renegade style, when they do it don't stop. Time to break through, come home free. Look inside and you will find the heart of a champion like me. Go renegade style, never put we don't stop. Time to break through and come home free. Look inside and you will find the heart of a champion like me.
Cold-hearted warrior, I never rest on my laurels. No matter the battle, I come back like I'm immortal. Undefeated air, been this way since I was born. Exhibiting the true mark of a champion.
One thing I know, when no back is against that wall, you can bear, we'll be coming back, that's how we roll. Go renegade style, live up when we don't stop. Time to break through, come home free. Look inside and you will find the heart of a champion like me. I'm a champion, I'm a champion, I'm a champion. Heart of a champion, you're a champion. Heart of a champ, heart of a champion. Yeah, stop, don't stop. Come on, keep it going. Go renegade, go renegade style, go renegade style. Time to break through and come on free. Inside you will find the heart of a champion.
Yo, this for all my dreamers, believers, go-getters. One day at a time, brick by brick, you feel me? Keep building. Woo! I wake up in the morning, it's another day, another opportunity. I know it's up to me to make my dream come true. It's nothing that I wouldn't do to see my name in lights. I give my life to this mic, my blood, sweat, and tears. I did it for many years. My career's in my hands. I already hear the fans screaming my name, asking for pictures, asking for autographs. I want it all so bad, I'll let you do the math. I did my 1,000 hours, sometimes I didn't eat, go out or take a shower. Ain't allowing no distractions, we gon' see what happens. I'ma be laughing when them cameras are flashing. My name in lights, I know I gotta sacrifice. If I give it my all, I'ma reap the rewards. I know I'll be a star. I wanna see my name in lights. I know I gotta sacrifice. If I give it my all, I'ma reap the rewards. I know I'll be a star. Yo, I'ma take it day by day, build it brick by brick. I don't care how hard it gets, I swear I'll never quit. I gotta get it poppin', failure ain't even an option. I come from the bottom, I'm a rose that is blossom. Out the concrete, I'm in arm's reach. I'm making my dream turn into reality. But I tasted defeat, I'd rather have a piece of meat with shrimp on the side. I won't lie, sometimes I wanna give it all up. But I think about the people that's no longer with us, looking down on me. I know they proud of me, so I push on, keep focused and stay strong, cause I know it won't be long. Come on. I know I gotta sacrifice. If I give it my all, I'ma reap the rewards. I know I'll be a star. I wanna see my name in lights. I know I gotta sacrifice. If I give it my all, I'ma reap the rewards. I know I'll be a star. Hey, I know that my time's coming. They told me I wouldn't be nothing. I know that my time's coming. They told
ready for this. This. Get ready for this.
The FIFA 21 Global Series South America pre-show is presented by Mercado Libre. Hello and welcome to the FIFA 21 South America region qualifier number 4. My name is Kyle Walker. You might be thinking, I've seen him before, I've seen him today. Yes, you have on the Oceania qualifier, but here we are in South America. The beauty of these remote broadcasts, I can do it all from my home and we can jump from region to region. What an exciting weekend we've got for you. Joining me on day 2, effectively it is, of the South American qualifier number 4, we've got Rodrigo Ulabari, Richard and Brandon, I should say. And Richard, once again, you've always got something new for us when we come to you. I never know what you're going to have on, and now you've got some reflective glasses.
Yeah, just mixing it up, you know, getting deeper into the FIFA action, seeing things with a new perspective today, Kyle.
Oh. And you've always got a little saying or a little one-liner that's going to put a smile on my face. Brandon, we're here on day 2. We jump across to the PlayStation 4 side of things, and these competitors we've got going head-to-head. Well, we've got the Iceman, we've got Matthias, we've got some newbies as well. It should be exciting.
It should be indeed. I mean, it's sort of the similar scenario on the Xbox, isn't it? We've got those 1 or 2 names that keep on popping up, qualifier after qualifier, having brilliant runs in the tournament. You know, it's been the story of the Argentines on the PlayStation, hasn't it? Matthias Bonanno and Nicolas, no Paulo Neto to be seen this time round. And as you said, 2 new names in this one that I'm going to look forward to seeing how they get on, because, you know, they've had an incredible run in this tournament, and I'm looking forward to sort of discovering that story a little bit more tonight.
Now, after a very tense and dramatic day 1 on the Xbox side of things, Uli, we jump across to PlayStation, and I have a feeling there's going to be lots of fireworks once again.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a good day when we get to see Nicolas and Matthias at this level, and also Brazil against Argentina. Of course, Nicolas wants to do better. I think that last time that he got knocked out, but I mean, we're talking about someone who already won a qualifier. And Richard, I just want to say the nostalgia, thank you, because those glasses remind me when I had science class in high school. Just good memories, man. So thank you for that.
Well, you might have been using a Bunsen burner, but it's going to be heating up today, Ulibari.
You got in there before me. I was going to say about the Bunsen burner. Anyone that's watching, jump onto Google, have a look at a Bunsen burner. It's what we used to have in science in the UK. Right, back to the tournament action right here. Qualifier number 4. Let's have a look at the tournament format. If you're thinking, how did these 4 players get here? Well, it started with all of the players having to qualify for this stage right here. Yes, the best of the best from this region went head-to-head There could have been 1,024 competitors hoping to get to this point. That was what the bracket was limited to, the 1,000 of the best of the best. It wasn't quite that many, but we had plenty of competitors all hoping to make their way through. If you lost once, you were okay. You had a second life, but that meant that you dropped down into the losers bracket side of things. You lose twice, you are out. And the final four, well, they made their way to this stage right here. There was 4 on the Xbox, 4 on the PS4. And we'll find our champion today, where they will get some Global Series ranking points and as well some all-important moolah, yes, some cash money, and they can then make their way through to the playoffs, all leading up to the FIFA E-World Cup. And this is happening in all of our regions, yes, East Asia, Oceania, West Asia, South Africa, Europe, North America and South America as well. These qualifiers have been happening throughout the season, and it is the business end of the season right now. Brandon, we've seen the third and final qualifier in Oceania. We're at the penultimate qualifier for South America right now. The players need those Global Series ranking points.
They do, and as we talk about all the time with these broadcasts, we only get to see the sort of the cream of the crop, don't we? We only get to see the top 4 players each time in qualifier 1, 2, 3, and today in number 4. We get to do it one more time next month in April. But you look at those runs, as we said, you know, those 2 newbies that have sort of made their way through to the top 4. They're sitting 43rd and 93rd in the rankings. So them just getting to the top 4, Kyle, completely changes their season. It goes to show, one good tournament, you could be in the playoffs.
Richard, I've got an idea. I wanted to throw this out to you. Obviously, we only get to see 4 competitors on each day going head-to-head. How about we take it back? We get 1,024 competitors, and you and Brandon, you commentate on all of the games.
No.
Okay, all right. I was trying to get you 2 weeks, a month worth of work, but all right, okay. No worries then. It's a no from Richard. Luckily, there's plenty of other events. If Richard's not going for that idea, let's have a look at some of the events that have been confirmed that you might be able to see some of us at. We're currently in the middle of South America qualifier number 4. Oceania is done and dusted right here. And then tomorrow, oh, this is the big one. This is the one I'm so looking forward to. The CONMEBOL Libertadores, 15th, 16th and 17th of March. And then next week, we go to Europe for qualifier number 4. And then in April, it's North America qualifier number 4, West Asia qualifier number 3. There's going to be plenty of FIFA action coming your way. Uli, you're up for it, right? Should we just have a full week-long tournament? We'll get rid of Brandon and Richard then. We'll just commentate on everything.
Kyle, I have to say it. You need to get some rest. I think that's enough coffee for today. For the audience, he has been in 2 broadcasts, 2 days in a row.
Carl, I'll join you.
He doesn't
I'll do
care.
it with you, mate.
Okay.
He could do this all day, every day, and I love it. Top FIFA, but Kyle, honestly, you would like to have 500 games. You need to stop. You need to get some rest. Please.
Do you know what? Me and Brandon, this is going to be a stream. This is going to be a very, very long stream that we're going to do. Just me and him. Another Guinness World Record, all right? 1,000 games of FIFA commented on. And Richard, you've missed out, all right? End of, you're gone. Now, I did preview a little tournament, a massive tournament that is coming up very, very soon. It starts tomorrow. It's called the CONMEBOL Libertadores. Yes, those finals are in March 15th, 16th, and 17th. And we've got this video that tells you all about it.
Esta competición es única, sin precedentes, sin rival. Fútbol en estado puro. Rivalidades que dividen países y los unen. Es algo que está en la sangre de cada persona en toda Sudamérica. Una competición como ninguna. Aquí se llevan los colores con orgullo. Es importante ser uno mismo. Es importante creer. Pero lo que de verdad importa es ganar. Este juego tiene el poder de cambiarte la vida para siempre. Esta es tu oportunidad de representar a tu país. ¿Crees que tienes lo que hay que tener? Juguemos.
If that doesn't get you excited for the CONMEBOL Libertadores, I don't know what will. 15th, 16th and 17th, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, March. Make sure you join us for that. The best of the best from the South American region will go head-to-head. Uli, we know just how big this competition is. It finally comes to the virtual stage, to the virtual pitch, and our competitors going head-to-head, they are going to want to win this one.
Yes, the best of the region. Such a top tournament, all the glory is at stake, and also, of course, we're gonna see many of the top players here that we've seen in the South American qualifiers, and also some big names that have been missed this season, like Cezinho, for instance. So I can't wait. Honestly, I think if Cezinho manages to do a good Libertadores, which we know he can, he would make up for this rough season he's had so far, being one of the best players in the region, in the world, I would say.
Well, make sure you join us for that. We want to see you in the Twitch chat. Yes, the CONMEBOL Libertadores, it's coming tomorrow. Make sure you are there. Now, something else that starts next week on the 19th and then following it up on the 26th is the FIFA Face-Off. Yes, members of the FIFA community will team up with FIFA pros, celebrities, influencers, and the best content creators to compete for a $25,000 prize pool. It's going to be an incredible event. And let's have a look at this video that tells us more about who's taking part.
What's up, Castro?
Hey, Bateson, my man. I heard that you have found your player from the FIFA community to join your team.
We have, but I haven't let them know.
I'm about to add them to the call.
Congratulations, you're a part of my face-off team.
Yes, I did not expect you to be behind the camera. Yes, we are. And my man, on your team, you're going to be joined by a FIFA pro and celebrity to win you some big money out of a $25,000 prize pool.
Mate, I'm sat here sweating. I'm like, it's just that happening kind of thing. Like, I've never really lost for words like.
Hey, man, tell me, what are you going to bring to the table?
I'm not here just to compete. I'm here to win and take the trophy home and the 25K. Simple as that.
Catch Jordan and the team on March 19th on twitch.tv/EA Sports FIFA.
Yes, you can join us. Twitch.tv/EA Sports FIFA, March 19th and March 26th. You do not want to miss this one. As I said, members of the FIFA community will be joining forces with FIFA pros, celebrities, influencers, content creators. Everyone is getting involved in this one for the FIFA Face-Off, so make sure you are there for that one. Now let's jump back into the action here in South America. It's qualifier number 4. The Xbox side of things is done and dusted. We jump across to the PS4 side of things, and these are the competitors that are going head-to-head. Matthias Bonanno, we know what he is capable of. Will he be bringing Sergio Aguero into the Twitch chat once again? I'm sure we'll find out. Another competitor that he's going up against, Morgado. This man wants to cause an upset. Can he do it on the biggest stage of all? We will be finding out. Next up, the Iceman, FCB's Nicholas 99 FC. Yes, he plays for FC Basel. We know what he's capable of. We've seen what he's done on the world stage against the best players, and he'll be hoping to do it again. And another player that he will be coming up against, Migueles from Brazil, which means we've got 2 Argentinian and Brazilian showdowns in our matchups. Can he cause an upset against the Iceman? We will find out. Now, Richard, I want to come to you just about that, because there are 2 newcomers, essentially. They're not newcomers because we know what they've done to get here. But on stream, we've got our household names. We know Matthias, we know Nicholas, but Morgado and Migueles, some people might not know them, Richard.
And it is so hard to actually get onto the broadcast, because you've got to think as well. This isn't fact, this isn't true, but realistically, you're playing for 3 spots. What I mean by that is, Matthias has locked in a spot pretty much every single tournament. So remember back in sort of FIFA 19, when everybody in EU was saying, well, we're playing for 8 spots, but realistically there's only 7, because we know Texas is going to qualify for everything. You know that Matthias is going to qualify. So realistically, you're only fighting for 3 spots because he's hit every single qualifier so far. Can anyone take him down? That's the question. Nicholas has got close. Will the new 2 players do it? We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, you teed that up perfectly, Richard Buckley, because yes, Matthias has never missed a qualifier. Global Series number 1. He came in first position, beating Atlanta's Paolo Neto. Global Series number 2 qualifier, he came 3rd, taking on Tor in that matchup, which saw him finish 3rd in the competition. And then Global Series qualifier number 3, again against Paolo Neto, he came out in that top spot, beating him 3-2. And that is when we saw Sergio Aguero join the Twitch chat. Uli, Matthias, talk to me about him as a competitor. What makes him better than most of the other competitors?
Well, first of all, it's so refreshing to see such a young talent performing this well, and so consistently. That's not easy, and we've seen it in moments of pressure, in the heat of the moment, when everything is at stake. Matthias shows a lot of experience, but it's not experience in his case. It's just he looks like such a composed and experienced player. It's just talent. It's obviously his coach, and he's so well trained. So props to him. And just like what happens in Xbox, that Gabriel would be probably the best player of Xbox in South America if Resende wasn't there, if PHC wasn't there. Well, I think it's the same here with Paulo Neto, because Matthias is the reason why Paulo Neto hasn't won a qualifier, and he's just being so consistent. He looks very dominant. If he wins again, he's for sure, no questions asked, until playoffs, the best player in PlayStation South America. But now he would have to beat maybe Nicholas. I would really like to see that game happen. Of course, the young players coming here, the new players with the pressure, they're not favorites, but they can do it. It would be a stand. But that final Matthias against Nicholas, I just would love to see it. The present against the future of Argentina.
And Brandon, we have seen for so long that Nicholas has dominated this region on this side of things. We call him the Iceman because he's been at events in high pressure situations, and when he had his heart rate monitor on, his heartbeat didn't change. The rhythm didn't change. He could just take all of the pressure, but now the pressure, it's ramped up a little bit because Matthias Bonanno, he seems to be outperforming him.
Yeah, I mean, if you look across the 3 qualifiers, the biggest storyline, Carl, is that a Brazilian player has not won a PlayStation South American tournament. As you said, it's Matthias that won qualifier number 1, and then Matthias finished 3rd. Nicholas won qualifier number 2 back in January. Last month, as we saw, Matthias win again. But you speak about Nicholas. Me and Rich had the opportunity to commentate over him at the E-Club World Cup about 2 weeks or so ago. And again, you speak about those big moments. There's just something about Nicholas, just doesn't feel the pressure, no emotion in those big moments. I think anyone would be so sort of nervous. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he gets on because he's in the loser bracket. However, it's Nicholas. Anything can happen.
Oh, so Richard, you were commentating over the Club World Cup, but you won't do my tournament with 1,000 competitors. All right, mate. No worries. Okay, Richard, that's all right. I know where your loyalties lie right now. Let's move on. We don't just get jokes. You don't just get expert analysis. You don't just get 4 very good-looking, handsome chaps when you're watching these streams. You also get a bit of input. You learn a little bit of something as well. And we've put all of our heads together and we've chosen to pick the best of the best in some of the latest FIFA 21 content. Richard, I will come to you because you are the man in the know, the man with all of the knowledge right here. These 12 foot items have been chosen. Let the people know at home what it is and why we chose them.
Yeah, so this was the FUT Future Stars promo. Not the latest promo, but the second latest promo, basically, after Team of the Year. And this is all players sort of young in their careers, under the age of 23, who are potentially going to become the best players in the future. It also gives a lot of boost to players that might not necessarily have the greatest of stats. There might be things incorrect. For example, Steven Bergwijn there got a huge weak foot boost on his regular foot item to his FUT Future Stars foot item. We selected 12 over the course of the 2 promos, a couple of SBC players as well. I think 1 SBC player, there was a couple of players that had different positions as well. So we've selected the best 12 over the course of the 2-week promo. We've all picked 1 player each, Kyle, that is sort of our favourite from the 12 selected.
We can see that now, indeed. And Uli, we've seen plenty of these being chosen by some of the pros. We've seen them using them at times as well. So we can see the 4 that we've chosen. I'll jump into it then. Uli, I will come to you. Curtis Jones plays for Liverpool. That is a foot item that we are seeing time and time again. People are calling him, is it Baby Hullet? We're seeing it in the community as well. You can't buy this foot item. It was an SBC that you can't get anymore. So for those that managed to complete it, for those that managed to do it, they are very, very lucky. And I have a feeling we will see it, if not today, definitely throughout the rest of the season. Uli, let's jump into yours. Why did you choose your foot item?
Well, because you said Jones might be like the baby rude goalie, but I think it's Camavinga, actually. I'm sorry, but Jones is so good, and it's a must-have. He's a good box-to-box for sure. Camavinga has a bit more presence. He's like a middle ground between Gullit and Vieira, so it's a really good foot item, nice pace, and amazing defensive stats. So, yeah, I went for Camavinga. And
Brandon, talk us through your choice.
Yeah, I mean, I went for the Swede who's coming through the ranks at Piemonte Calcio or Juventus. Of course, Kulusevski. And the great thing about him is he's a player that works within those restrictions, but more importantly, offers you 92 pace and that strong link into Cristiano Ronaldo, which we've often seen yesterday and any of the tournaments. Cristiano Ronaldo, a must-have, whether it's an inform or a team of the year or his basic item. Any way you can link Ronaldo into your team, he's the perfect fit at the moment. So Kulusevski, for me, is probably my go-to player from this Future Star promo.
And Richard Buckley, one man that we've seen time and time again. You could argue the most popular out of the Future Stars. Your choice right there.
Yeah, I think he is the most popular. He's the right-back version of James. Arguably the best centre-back on the game. I'm just going to say it right there. Incredible is James right there. You start him at right back, you're playing centre back next to Kyle Walker. Pace, strength, physicality, the perfect centre back, and arguably the best player from the Future Stars promo.
Right, that is our choice. Jump into the Twitch chat. Who have you got in your FIFA Ultimate Team? We want to hear from you. We are moments away from getting all of our action on day 2 of qualifier number 4 in the South American region underway. And I wanted to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors. Yes, Mercado Libre. You get the best of the FIFA 21 Global Series action. And all you've got to do is download the app and discover the best ways to buy online. Right, as I said, we are moments away from kicking things off. Our first game here on day 2. Prue Mateus taking on Morgado. Yes, Brazil taking on Argentina. Who will come out on top? We will find out. Make sure you stick with us. We'll be back after this short break.
Against
Yo, this for all my dreamers, believers, go-getters. One day at a time, brick by brick, you feel me? Keep building. Woo! I wake up in the morning, it's another day, another opportunity. I know it's up to me to make my dream come true. It's nothing that I wouldn't do to see my name in lights. I give my life to this mic, my blood, sweat, and tears. I did it for many years. My career's in my hands. I already hear the fans screaming my name, asking for pictures, asking for autographs.
The FIFA 21 Global Series South America is presented by Mercado Libre. Hello and welcome back to the FIFA 21 Global Series South America Qualifier number 4. My name is Kyle Walker. I'm joined by Rodrigo Ulibarri and Rodrigo Ulibarri. Uli, we're so close to the action right now and I'm so excited. I love the South American region because it is the best of the best, but there can always be an upset as well. Could that be on the cards today?
Yeah, of course, always we have a possibility, and something really interesting is what Brandon was saying earlier, that only Argentinians, players from Argentina have dominated on PlayStation, which is rare in South America because most of the top players are from, or the big names are from Brazil, right? And now we have, if it wasn't enough, Nicolas, who is arguably one of the best, if not the best, South American player in history of competitive FIFA, with complete respect to Llanos, runner-up of the Interactive World Cup from Colombia. But Nicolas, I think in the current time of more professional time of FIFA as an esport, is the one that has been the closest to being the FIFA World Cup champion. So you need to respect that, but also praise that Matthias, he's the new, I don't want to say king, but he's definitely just showing us that he can go all the way. So he's gonna be a top player in the playoffs, and most surely we'll see him in the FIFA World Cup as well.
Most surely indeed. Right, if you guys were at home want to get involved in the conversation, you can do on social media. So make sure you're logging in using your phones. You can go to Facebook, EA Sports FIFA right there, FIFA Ultimate Team on Facebook as well. And you can go to Instagram, EA Sports FIFA, drop us a mention, or you can jump onto Twitter. You can use that mention at EA Sports FIFA and the hashtag FGS21. Make sure you join in all the conversation. Let us know who you think could be winning this tournament right here. Now, you are watching the English transmission right now because we're all speaking English. But if you're thinking, I feel like a different language, well, you can do all right. If you're thinking, oh, I want the Spanish transmission, I want to hear all of this in the Spanish language, you can go to EA Sports FIFA Latam right there on Twitch and Facebook. And if you're thinking, oh, do you know what? I fancy a bit of Portuguese. Well, you can do that as well by going to EA Sports FIFA Brazil on YouTube and Twitch as well. Make sure you pick your language. Make sure you join us on any of those Twitch or Facebook channels. And we look forward to seeing how this tournament unfolds in front of us. Right, let's get into this. Let's talk a little bit about that first matchup. Two players that are going head-to-head against each other. Yes, in the first matchup, as you can see, Crew Matthias, he is going up first, born in 2002 from Argentina. Favorite formation, 4-3-3. Favorite club, River Plate. And first FIFA title, FIFA 13. Plays for Crew Esports. And who knows? I've said it. I'm trying to put it out there. Sergio Aguero might be joining us once again. Kun Aguero, if you're watching, drop it in the Twitch chat right now. Can Crew do it again? Moving on to his opponent, though, someone that's hoping to cause an upset. Could we see an early exit for Matthias? It is this man right here, Morgado. Born in 1994 from Brazil. Favorite formation, 4-4-2. Favorite club, Flamengo. And first FIFA title, FIFA 12. he will be hoping to go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with Matthias and take him on and hopefully come out on top. Now, do remember this is double elimination right here. So what this means for the winners bracket side of things, that this is the loser of it will get another opportunity. They don't go out just yet. And Uli, that will be massive because the loser of it, they've got a second life. It means that they've got another chance to go again.
Yeah, and Kyle, you know what? Just based on the clubs they support in football, this is going to be a good one because River Plate recently lost a Libertadores final against Flamengo in the last minute, being River Plate the favorite to win it. So, you know, maybe it's a bit similar to what we're about to have, that definitely Matthias is the favorite, but who knows, you know, anything can happen.
Anything can happen indeed. Let's jump into it. Let's see how the two players line up. We're ready to kick things off, so it's only right we throw it right over to Richard Buckley and Brandon Smith as we kick off the FIFA 21 Global Series South America Qualifier number 4.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And yes, here we go then. It is game time in South America for the 4th time this year in the Global Series. And we might not have seen this man for 4 weeks. Last time we did see him, he was crowned a champion in this region again. Let's jump over to Matthias Bonanno's team first and foremost. He's on to maybe make it 3 titles, Richard. Break that team down to me. The 2 Team of the Year items he's gone for is De Bruyne and Ronaldo. Not an icon in sight.
Yeah, absolutely. You just going from back to front, there's a couple of things that sort of jump out to me, and that's the fact that he's just got Ferland Mendy, regular gold foot item, a regular Neymar, and also a regular Mbappe. He's gone for the Team of the Year, CR7, and Kevin De Bruyne. Road to the final, that's Renato Sanchez, the Europa League foot item. And then the road to the final, João Cancelo and Rafa Varane. So those 2 live foot items, with Marcus Rashford being the team of the group stage attacker in there for him, informed Courtois in goal. It's sort of, you would say, the sort of standard pro team. Typically you'd see like an informed Neymar, but just decided to go for the regular Neymar. On the other side of that, only 1 Team of the Year foot item for Morgado, and that's Kevin De Bruyne. Johan Cruyff being the central striker, the mid-Cruyff, informed Kante, informed Theo Hernandez, informed Cancelo, informed Walker, and informed Courtois, with Ferland Mendy starting as centre-back. I imagine that Ferland Mendy will go to left-back in game with Hernandez coming into centre-back, but it could also be a 5-back potentially with Kuleveski taking up the reins as a wing-back. And then going forward, Mbappe, Neymar, and Cruyff leading the line. Definitely team advantage going to Matthias, Brandon.
No, certainly indeed. I mean, that is the man that's, as I said, played in all 4 of these qualifiers, 2 championship titles and a top 3 finish. Hasn't been too bad from Matthias Bonanno. On the flip side, though, for Morgado, this is a player that's been around the block for a long time, Richard. 2017, if you were following the FIWC or the FIFA Interactive World Cup, it was called back then. That man went to Los Angeles for that America's tournament, got himself a top 8 finish. It's great to see him still involved in this sort of FIFA esports process and landscape 4 years down the line.
And in all honesty, you would regard him as one of the old guard of FIFA esports. You might be like, Richard, what are you talking about? 26, 27? That's not old at all. Born in 1994. But when you've got players who are 16 and 17 winning events, 10-year difference is quite an age gap. So representing that sort of older FIFA player right now, back in FIFA 17, competing, being sort of on and off the boil, but really looking to make his mark in the FIFA 21 season. No bigger opportunity than facing the number 1 seed, Matthias Bonanno.
And can we just talk about it for a split second, the run that Morgado has been on to get to this broadcast? He beat Tor of Cruzeiro. He beat Paulo Neto, a man that's played in all of these tournaments previously coming up to this period. He beat Nicholas to get to this game, Richard. He's not lost a game in the winners' bracket. This is the winners' final right now. Of course, both of these 2 have been unbeaten. Now he's got to take down the best on the rankings. The number 1 player, as you said, he sits about 509 points clear of everybody else does, Matthias. I mean, that is incredible within itself. But that run, Richard, from Morgado is ridiculous. You just look at some of those names that he took down.
Incredible run, and not taking absolutely anything away from that run. However, that's probably the only thing that I'm looking at is it was over the course of maybe 1 or 2 days. We've had probably 2 weeks before that after that qualifier and this day right now. Can he replicate the form that he showed 2 weeks ago? That is going to be the question that needs answering, because we know that Matthias not only replicates the form but doesn't buckle under pressure either. He's been bracket reset and he's still come out and been victorious. We know that he can do it. Question is, can Morgado do it?
Yeah, well, here we go then. This is your winners bracket right here, right now, for qualifier number 4. And we are underway. It will be Crew Esports' Matthias Bonanno kicking from left to right in this game. You don't know who Crew Esports are, but it was founded by Sergio Aguero, the Argentine striker at Manchester City. He was actually, funny enough, watching the broadcast 4 weeks ago, and it's one of his players pick up the title on the PlayStation. What a season Matthias has had, in all honesty. We're normally singing the praises of Nicholas being the only Argentine that has sort of popped out and made a name for themselves. This sort of year round, you've got Matthias Bonanno, you've got Charlie Human, you've got Diogo of Ducks Gaming. There's so many more players now on the PlayStation. And yes, it might be an online season, but that's not really affecting how many people are wanting to play in these tournaments, is it, Richard?
No, not at all. Still so many people getting involved, and you can get involved at home as right now, casting your vote on who you think is going to be victorious in this game. Simply type Matthias or Morgado in the chat and let us know who you think will be victorious in your winners bracket final.
Yeah, do cast your vote. We'll see how that bar moves at the bottom of the screen. As we said, though, before Morgado playing his FIFA at Lima FC. Chance to maybe scoop turn away from his man early on into this game. Comes into this 43rd in the Global Series rankings. It's the furthest he's ever been in one of these qualifiers. We looked across the board in qualifier 1, 2 and 3. Didn't make a top 8 finish. And what's been even more impressive is that he's gone through the winners bracket. As you said, we called him the old guard. However, he could be 1-0 down in this one. Wins a corner. Does Matthias Bonanno. Player that has found the perfect team to use into Ronaldo. Easy day in the end for Thibaut Courtois.
One thing that I really want to look at, Brandon, with regards to Matthias, is what he's actually doing. Like, when you have such greatness, you sort of analyse and then overanalyse and look really deep into what is fundamentally Matthias doing better than everybody else. And that's what I'm really going to look at in the selection of games that we see him today, whether it be a winners bracket final, a grand final, or a winners bracket final, then a losers bracket final. We guarantee to see at least 2 games from Matthias today. So in the sort of small details, that's where we're going to be looking and really trying to sort of pick up on what he is doing so much better.
Here comes Matthias now, maybe looking to get his account underway with Cristiano Ronaldo. He was the star of the show in our Xbox finals yesterday. If you missed the action, Resende of Inter Esports picked up his 2nd victory. And one thing that I always find interesting about Matthias Bonanno, he always puts his headset on when there's a pause in the game, when there's a little break, whether he's got a coach on the line or some sort of music that he likes to refer and go back to. You will notice it when he does it sort of across the broadcast today.
You just see that pause there. Nothing really done tactically wise. Just sort of eyeing up your opponent. 4-4-2 against a 4-2-3-1. Matthias in that 4-2-3-1. De Bruyne and Renato Sanchez as the 2 holding midfielders. Then Neymar, Rashford, Mbappe and Ronaldo leading the line.
As we said, just looking across the board, it's only the top 4 people that make the broadcasts across all of these qualifiers, whether that'll be in the Xbox in South America that we saw yesterday on the PlayStation here. Some of those names that just missed out, and they of course do deserve a mention because there's hundreds of players that sign up for these tournaments and these online qualifiers that take place sort of a couple of weeks before the broadcast. Zizinho, Charlie Human, just to name a few, some of those names that were just missed out on this broadcast run. A brilliant chance. Better save for Thibaut Courtois. 22 minutes in at the moment. It's been all Crew Matthias piling on the pressure. Whips that one deep towards the back post for Ramsdale to head it back into the danger area. Quite sort of easily manageable. Morgado looking to sort of break forward and to get things moving for him. He's using that future stars Kulusevski that right-hand side, able to link in Cristiano Ronaldo alongside, of course, the support of Cruyff there, who he has chosen to be his out-and-out striker in this game.
He's in.
Yeah, speaking of Ronaldo, this could be Cristiano to get him his first goal, and to get that account open, well defended again. It was Kyle Walker. It seems like the way to play FIFA at the moment is just play with 4 fullbacks along the back line. The informed Kyle Walker is a centre-back, so of course